More and more people around the world are migrating to cities. From the packed streets of Lahore to the crowded markets of Kabul, life inside these ultra-dense urban centers is increasingly a struggle. In fact, more than 4 billion people live in urban areas globally, of which a third live in slum households. Meaning, all their pollution, fumes, and smoke, which once spread out across the countryside, is now concentrated in these cities' dense footprint. Little wonder then that the world's worst polluted cities are found primarily in the Indian subcontinent. Pakistan, India, and Bangladesh are featured heavily on this list, taking 8 out of the 10 spots. Like London and Paris before them, these cities are choking themselves in a dense and toxic fog to develop and grow. Before we begin, be sure to hit the like button to help us out. Now, here are 10 cities with the worst air pollution. Number 10. Kabul, Afghanistan. In 2021, it wasn't air pollution but the fall of Kabul which made worldwide news. Perhaps it should have been the other way around. Despite killing approximately 3,500 civilians in 2017, the Afghan war pales in comparison to the nation's silent killer. More than 26,000 deaths are linked to air pollution, with the PM2.5 concentration up to 9 times the UN's recommended limits. PM2.5 refers to particulates in the air, smaller than 2.5 micrometers or less. You'll find it churned out of diesel engines, coal-fired power plants, wildfires, and more. However, coal and wood-fired power plants in Kabul are only part of the problem. The winters in Kabul are frigid, as the summers are scorching. To keep warm, the desperate and poverty-stricken residents must burn anything they can find. Plastic, car tires, coal, and garbage fires pump out a toxic smog that lingers over the city. Indeed, the towering walls of the Hindu Kush act like a giant noxious sink. Pollution that should drift off instead loiters. The result is more deaths due to respiratory and heart diseases caused by air pollution. With the capital now back in the hands of the Taliban, there are no signs of change anytime soon. Number 9. Peshawar, Pakistan. Peshawar, the city of flowers, is located in the center of Pakistan. Once the capital of the powerful Kushan Empire, today it is the principal center of the Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, with tourists flocking to see wonders like the Bala Hisar Fortress and Mahabat Khan Mosque. But this city of flowers hides a dirty secret. For decades, the city has had one of the world's highest pollution levels. No one speaks of it. Officials and citizens alike ignore the problem. Yet it is poisoning the air and killing the locals. Indeed, Peshawar's PM2.5 concentration averaged 55 micrograms per cubic meter, vastly higher than the maximum safe level of 12.1. Spewing from the factories producing steel and chipboard and the rickety buses crowding in the congested roads, pollution is less a hindrance than a way of life. Yet it's costing thousands of lives annually from cancer, lung disease, heart problems, and more. But with even basic data of the problem lacking, tackling the issue will be a monumental challenge, one which no one wants to touch. Number 8. Dhaka, Bangladesh. The Bangladeshi capital has long grappled with the issue of air pollution. While its PM2.5 concentration is on par with Peshawar, Dhaka suffers from far more varied pollutants. The Air Quality Index, or AQI, includes not only PM2.5, but PM10, nitrous dioxide, carbon monoxide, sulfur dioxide, and ozone. In short, a toxic cocktail of 5 noxious gases and particulates. An AQI between 101 and 200 is said to be unhealthy to sensitive groups. Dhaka scored 282. The city's brickmaking industry shoulders much of the blame. These coal-fired kilns contribute nearly 60% of particulate pollution, despite only representing 1% of the overall nation's GDP. But Dhaka isn't solely at fault. The low-lying city doesn't just receive vast water flows from upstream, but their pollution too. Coal mine particles from neighboring India contribute up to 40% of the nation's air pollution, much of it passing through Dhaka. To solve the rampant air pollution, Bangladeshi officials cannot work alone. Number 5. Muzzafarnagar, India. Situated in the north of the country, near the vast metropolis of New Delhi, Muzzafarnagar is a city of only 500,000 people, a small fry by Indian standards. Known locally as the Sugar Bowl of India, the city is renowned for its jaggery production, a popular cane sugar used in the local cuisine. Yet this economic boon is bittersweet, for despite its small size, Muzzafarnagar has an outsized air pollution problem. Indeed, its AQI value recorded a staggering high of 426 during Diwali in 2019. According to the classification, such high levels are branded hazardous, posing a serious risk to human health. The region's cold air and dry weather exacerbate the problem. Without rain, the air stagnates, becoming laden with a high concentration of pollutants. In response, Ankit Singh of the city's pollution department said 3 teams have been formed to check pollution levels. A fine of 90 lakhs has been imposed on various factories and jaggery units so far. But with jaggery production at the heart of the city's economy, there's only so much that can be done. Number 6. Lucknow, India. Like Muzzafarnagar, Lucknow is located on the Indo-Gangetic Plain, surrounded by rural towns and villages as far as the eye can see. The city's 2.8 million inhabitants are among the wealthiest in the nation. Indeed, Lucknow is amongst the top cities in India by GDP. Yet despite being home to expertise ranging from aeronautics to biotechnology, the city still struggles with rampant air pollution. Its PM 2.5 level of 66 micrograms per cubic meter is 54 points ahead of the maximum safe level, with an average AQI in the low 300s. To solve the high pollution levels, locals seek relief via air purifying plants. No, not the industrial kind. That's right, the tech-savvy Luckawites are discovering a green touch. Sales of indoor plants with high air purifying properties are skyrocketing, as residents look for any way to improve the air quality. After all, every little bit helps. We're now halfway through our video. If you're still with us, comment air pollution below. Number 5. New Delhi. Few cities in the world experience air pollution so bad the government issues emergency measures. But in November 2021, New Delhi officials did just that, as toxic smog worsened. As wind speeds and temperatures dropped, pollution soared upwards. At one point, the AQI hit 470, meaning the noxious soup of fumes and particulates posed a devastating impact on human health. The scale only goes up to 500. It's nothing new. Annually, a spike in crop waste burning in the surrounding farmlands mixes exacerbates an already dire situation. Yet the local factors still cause 95% of New Delhi's air pollution, with crop burning contributing only 4%. Cars, coal-fired power plants, and cook stoves spewing from the neighboring megacity are choking out the capital. But with ever more people crowding into the nation's swamp capital, things are only set to get worse. Action is needed urgently. Number 4. Mexico City, Mexico. Far from the packed streets of the subcontinent is an all-too-familiar problem. Like a specter, a dark black cloud hangs over the city. So it's been for over 2 decades. Back in 1992, the UN declared Mexico City the most polluted city on the planet and the most dangerous city for children 6 years later. 20 years on and nothing has changed. Part of the problem is geography. Built in the Valley of Mexico, the city should be a lake. But when the Spanish conquered the Aztec capital of Tenochtitlan, the lake was drained and replaced with the now vast metropolis. The result is that the pollutants from the city's 21 million residents, from the cars, factories, cooking stoves, and more, plague the city as a new smoggy lake. It's so bad the colossal smog clouds can even be seen from space. Lung diseases, red eyes, and headaches from the city's toxic atmosphere are simply a part of daily life for residents. Number 3. Delhi, India. Air pollution in the Indian capital is so bad, it even has its own Wikipedia page. Contrary to popular belief, New Delhi and Delhi are separate regions, though adjacent. While New Delhi benefits from large green spaces and administrative regions, Delhi is instead a cramped and crowded megacity of over 28 million people. No surprise then that the Supreme Court of India criticized the capital's air pollution, saying Delhi has become worse than hell. Supreme Court Justice Arun Mishra even went as far as saying that it was better to get explosives and kill everyone rather than suffer under the rising pollution. It's hard to disagree, with PM 2.5 and PM 10 particulate levels hitting 999 micrograms per cubic meters, compared to a maximum safe limit of 100. Indeed, 2.2 million children in Delhi have irreversible lung damage, with spikes in cancer, epilepsy, diabetes, and even multiple sclerosis associated with early exposure to Delhi's toxic air. It's a truly heartbreaking situation. Recently, the government dissolved the Environmental Protection Body to combat the escalating situation, appointing a replacement commission with sweeping power to crack down on air pollution. Only time will tell if New Delhi is finally turning a new, cleaner chapter. Number 2. Gaziabad, India. The world's second most polluted city lies just north of Delhi. In 2021, Gaziabad, home to 1.7 million people, saw its AQI hit 470, while levels of PM 2.5 averaged a staggering 90 micrograms per cubic meters. It's a breathtaking statistic, literally. Reliant on its manufacturing industries, the city is home to industrial giants like Tata Oil Mills, Shriram Pistons, and many tobacco and electric factories. Its rapid growth to fuel the industrial demand led to the destruction of hundreds of old trees, contributing to the steep rise in pollution. The city also sees significant spillover of pollutants from neighboring Delhi, as well as dust from Rajasthan. Together, these factors choke the city and its residents with little signs of relief. You're nearly at the end of our video. We're on a mission to explore all of Earth's amazing destinations. Make sure you're subscribed. That way, you'll always be notified of our latest videos. Number 1. Lahore, Pakistan. Once again, the so-called City of Gardens has been awarded the ignominious title of world's most polluted city. But it's nothing to celebrate. In fact, pollution in Lahore is a matter of life and death. The city's 11 million residents have had enough. As one laborer put it, children are experiencing breathing diseases. For God's sake, find a solution. Yet in spite of their pleas, air pollution has only worsened in recent years. Car sales are booming, spewing toxic emissions into the air. Vehicle inspection and widespread adulteration of fuel only worsen the dangerous situation. In addition, coal burned by thousands of brick kilns, industrial pollution, the burning of waste, and fossil fuel-fired power plants all contribute to the catastrophic health crisis. Some days, smog is so bad you can hardly see the road 100 feet in front of you. Even worse, the expansion of highways and new constructions are further decimating the city's remaining tree population. Desperate and determined, residents have built their own air purifiers and taken the government to court in a bid to clean up the city. With schools and private offices in November 2021 closed due to toxic smog, maybe the local officials will finally take action. Hey, thanks for watching. Want to suggest a video or have something to say? Let us know in the comments section below. Check out our cities playlist for more videos like this one.